My little piglets, it's your BFF Pork Chop here, and I'm coming at you with another live stream of Friday the 13th, the game. This is a late edition. Sorry if you can hear the background. We have we're going through a rainstorm right now, and it's late at night. I'm by myself. The wife is out of town. And I just decided to go ahead and hop on and play some Friday the 13th. Because I haven't played in forever. I know you guys are not expecting this at all, that's why there's nobody here yet. But, actually, hold on a second, I'm going to listen to things wrong or anything's messed up. Give me a second here. Give me a second. And if you can hear things going on in the background, I apologize. It's my animals being absolutely ridiculous right now. Yeah. Okay, so it's playing right now. I'm listening to the audio right now, so it sounds good. All right, sounds good. So we got one person watching this late night stream. How's it going? Yeah, like I said, sorry that I haven't streamed in forever. Oh, two people. Nice. When it rains, it pours. Hopefully, it's pouring and raining outside, so hopefully I can get some. Hola, how's it going? It's going. It's weird. It's really weird without Jocelyn. I'm in this big house all by myself. The animals are driving me absolutely crazy, and it's interesting. I will give myself that. It is very interesting. Don't know. Chris asked me earlier while we were eating dinner about an hour and a half ago. He said, "When was the last time you didn't sleep in the same bed as Jocelyn?" And honestly, it was the night before our wedding. That's the last time that I didn't sleep in a bed with Jocelyn. So, it's been almost a year since we've been apart when it comes to sleeping. But anyway, so we're going to hop in on this. I'm sure nobody's going to show up. Chris and I had trouble all day playing this game, trying to get into a lobby. So, awesome. Hopefully we can get into a game. Prioritize, whatever the hell that means. I mean, you can still hear me, right? Let me know if you can still hear me, because this is the first time I'm doing a party chat, so I don't have to communicate with the other ridiculous people that play this game. So I just did a private party chat. So, Jess, can you still hear me? Let me know. Let me know in the comments if you can still hear me. If you don't comment within like the next minute, I'll just assume that the party chat's not working and I'll disband it. Okay, good. Hey, full party. Awesome. And I don't get to hear any of these people, so this is awesome. One guy was annoying the shit out of me earlier whenever Chris and I were playing. And like I guess he was bragging to I guess a friend or acquaintance of his, and he was all like just talking mad shit. He was like, "Oh, you got 2 kills that last run. I got 3. I got 3 kills. You got 2. You got 2." And I was like, "Really, bro? Like that's what you're gonna be?" Pinehurst, man. It's like one of my least favorite maps. It's like one of my least favorite. One of my most liked, I guess. I guess that makes sense. Oh, okay, no, it's good. It's cool. That's fine. Thanks for the heads up. Oh, I guess the rain stopped. Or it's about to stop. But yeah, this is interesting. Earlier Chris was like, "I'm gonna go home," and then I was thinking to myself, "Oh shit." I was tempting. I was this close to being like, "Hey, can you spend the night? I don't want to be alone." And then "Alone Again" by Dawkins played in my head. I'm alone again without you. Hey, hopefully it's me. It is raining there. There's 4 of us, so I have a 25% shot. Oh, look at that. 25 turned into 100. Awesome. Yeah, it's raining right now.
They shouldn't be here, Jason. Stop them.
It's apparently it's only gonna last like a few more minutes, so it's not even that ridiculous. I just appreciate it because we need the moisture here in Amarillo. It's been nothing but like just a shitstorm of just dry weather. Oh, there's Fox. Just out of nowhere, coming out of the woodwork, just hit me over the head like she's Willie fucking Mays.
You cannot die. You can never die.
Yes, mother. Yeah, that was really cute. She's like, ah, and then hits me with the baseball bat like nothing ever happened. Jason. Yes. No. We did make cookies earlier though. I made a. I was really freaking. I had a hankering for a giant chocolate chip cookie. Oh, what the actual shit!
Jason. Don't let them.
So I looked up a simple recipe on making a giant chocolate cookie. So that's what we did. Was went and bought a 16-ounce cookie bar, and then just put it in a cake pan, and just put some icing on top of it and called it good. Yeah, like this Fox chick is really getting on my nerves. Yeah, and we sat and we played Friday the 13th all day, and then we watched the Cavaliers game. Watched them stomp the shit out of Boston. Oh, please tell me this is unlocked. Alright. Victim number 1. Disarm. Oh, definitely. Yes. Yes.
That's my Jason.
So that way, you know.
Special.
Because, like, when we left for dinner, Chris and I, we didn't have anybody to watch the dogs. So the dogs were here unattended for an hour. It was scary to think about. Oh, come on. Come on, let me swim across. Oh, it's a party in here. There goes Shelly. And when are you gonna be here? Chris was asking me the other day, and I completely forgot what exact day you were gonna start living here. Did I just? Oh, there's no door there. Grab her! For God's sakes! Next Sunday. Oh, good, 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 good. Yeah, definitely. Especially since I'm going to be on the morning crew. I'm definitely excited about that. Oh, come the fuck on! Ah, this game, man. This game makes me want to punch babies. Oh, you regain stamina before you shoot in the head. Oh, for God's sakes! Just rename this Call of Plays. Oh, for God's sakes! No, no punch! God, mother of God!
Don't let them.
Ah. Yeah, they have me working 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. starting next week for the next 2 weeks. Hey, what's up, Luke? Thanks. Yeah, I'm about to rage mode like really bad right now in just a second. Oh God, come here, Kenny. Kenny! Oh, I got you. Got Shelly. God damn it!
Take you from me, Jason. Don't let them.
Mother fuck! Oh. So I said, if you have a pocket knife too, I'm gonna be pissed. Yeah, pull the arms off. Apparently I'm that guy today. I'm just pulling arms off of people.
They deserve to die, Jason.
We need Jason.
Make them suffer.
Yeah, where is everybody? Oh, they're all on the other side. Oh, eventually they run out of stamina. Ooh. These peach trees or orange trees? Oh, come on, I fucking hit him! Oh, really?
From me, Jason. Don't let them.
Yeah, it's, I believe it's from part 4? No, it's not part 4. Part 5. 3. God, I can't remember what movie it's from. I know it was one of the sequels. It's Pinehurst. I think it's part 3. Now that I think about it. Come on, knock his fucking head off! What the fuck is wrong with this game?
Find them.
God damn it!
Kill them.
Ah! Yeah, Luke, this is a great first impression. I'm giving you. Yeah, I'm about to have a freaking aneurysm right here on the live stream. Oh, did you bow up for 1 second and then freaking move? What a douche. Shelly, you are a douche. Oh, I got him. I hit him. Oh. Oh, fuck you. Fox. You gonna pull this shit on me right now? Really? Crap.
Don't let them.
Ah. This game gives me so many head... Oh, they're going across with the bridge. Thank God. Headbutting to death. Yeah, this game is just glitching. Like, they dropped, like, exponentially the amount of people that play this game now. Now it's down to, like, 500 people play this game, like, constantly. Down to 500. And I'm already in rage mode. This is ridiculous. Shelly. I wish I had a pocket knife right now. Oh, fuck this Fox chick. Man, I swear to God. Oh, and Tommy's here. Give me something! Thank you! Yeah, but this game is, and he just wasted a shot. Tommy, you just wasted a shot on me, bro.
That's my special.
At me you come, bro. Man, he has a pocket knife. I can't hear anybody talking, this is great. Hey, see ya, Luke, thanks for subscribing. Tommy has no weapon.
Please, no! Ah!
Oh, finally. Oh, that feels good. Now, Shelly.
Yes. Yes. Kill for mother.
Oh, son of a bitch! Really? Really, though. For real, though. Yeah. Oh, you want to go through the window? Here you go, Shelly. Yeah, like I know Tommy, he starts with a gun and then he has a pocket knife.
They deserve
So
to
if you pick
die.
him up, you're
Make
screwed.
them suffer like
And he'll usually shoot you, but this guy wasted his shot on me right in the middle of the animation. Oh god. What am I doing with my life right now? Yeah, I'm just gonna put this right here. Oh, I can't put that there, really? Oh well. Thought I saw a thing. Yeah. But usually, like, if they don't have a weapon, it's pretty much Russian roulette when it comes to, picking them up with a pocket knife. Because if you're wrong in that case, then you're screwed sometimes. Alright, let me go ahead and kill the power here. Anybody around? I don't see anybody, unfortunately. So, bam. It's down to 2 people. Yeah, there's one way to kill Jason. There is one way to kill him. But it's really freaking difficult. Like, I've only been able to do it, like, 3 times since I bought this game last year. Let's go up here. One of them's like hell over there. What the hell? Alright, we'll see how far we can get. With me tonight. Like, severely. Fucking with me tonight.
You want some more?
Oh, that's
They
always
want to
good.
hurt you, Jason.
That's always good.
Don't let them.
Yeah. I like it. I like getting beat up by women that I don't know. That's how I met my wife. Yeah, crouch all you want. I'm eventually going to catch up to your ass. You can't get far.
Get up, Jason.
Yeah, saving all the tricks for me.
Kill them.
Appreciate you. Saving up all the goodies for your old pal Jason. You know what? I'm not even going to worry about you. I'm going to kill your friend. I can get to him. That doesn't know. Is that Fox still? No. I forgot to kill Fox. That was very, very liberating. Just killing Fox earlier. Yeah, but there's one way to kill Jason. I'm sure, I mean, if you just YouTube it, I'm sure you can find a way to do it. It's not, I don't think it's gonna, it can't happen physically. In this game right now. Because you have to have so many factors. Oh, really? You go where the hell over there again? And one of those factors is you need Tommy, which I killed Tommy. Other than that, yeah, Jason could definitely be killed. Yeah, Jason can die. God, she runs fast. I thought there was a fucking opening. That should be part of the red door. Like, I mean, the red barn. Is that fucking door. Ah, man, this game, man. Gives me so much anxiety. Right now she's outside. Oh my god. But I appreciate the 4 people that are watching right now. I greatly appreciate it. I'm just really sucking at this game because I've unfortunately had to put it on hold. Playing this game, that is, for a few, about a month or so. Can't pocket out that whole time. Oh, that makes me so happy. Oh, that makes me just, oh, that makes me so happy. Knowing that she had a pocket knife that whole fucking time. Oh, for God's sakes, really? I bet this chick knows what I'm about to do even before I do it. It's not fair. It's not right. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm happy to live stream again. This is ridiculous, though. This kid is really taking advantage of me, and not in a good way. You want me to beat your ass right here? Your little friend Debbie. Oh man, this is how that's how ridiculous this game is getting. I've been chasing this chick for probably about 10 minutes of this freaking 18-minute round. God damn it! Do you have another pocket knife? Nope. Say your prayers. Oh, wow. Yeah, mine's running out.
That's my Jason.
Pretty damn quick, actually.
That's my special.
I'm not gonna get to death within 2 fucking minutes. Or less than 2 minutes, honestly. Yeah, thank God I have no more class or anything like that. Oh, really? Where'd she go? Come on. Come on. Give it to me. Oh, this is getting close. She's gonna run out of stamina. Come on. Yes! Yes! Fuck yeah!
Yes.
Woo, that was exhilarating.
Yes. Kill
8 out of 8.
mother.
Wow. Wow. Damn.
Mommy is proud of
Wow.
you, but it's time to come home now.
Well, they just said that they modified the schedule. Let's see if they screwed me over any. Oh, no, they didn't. They didn't screw me over. Wait a minute. Oh, there I am. I was like, I'm not even on the schedule. Now here I am. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if they fired me. Oh, okay. You played Fortnite? Yeah, I downloaded that. Um, downloaded that the other day. I haven't played a single game of that. I might hop into that sometime, but right now it's still Friday the 13th for me. I have no idea, man. Like right now, I could probably say I could probably go like an hour, maybe two right now. But I know eventually that the sleep is going to catch up to me. So I have no dude. I have no clue. But that last round was like a scene from The Princess Bride where Wesley gets tied up to that machine. I just had like a year sucked out of my life because of that round, because of how frustrated that was. How frustrating that was. I mean, I got 8 out of 8, which is fantastic, but I'm doing lots of online surveys. Yeah, I started doing that too. I started doing Survey Junkie. And right now, I think I've racked up over $5. But I mean, yeah, man, if you have the time to do that stuff, you can accumulate a lot of money very quickly. I mean, I might actually do that for a little bit tomorrow. I mean, the only things I really have to do around here are got to finish putting the laundry up, and then after I'm finished with the laundry, I have to mow the backyard and the front yard, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that now because it rained. So we'll see. Use the earning station. Yeah, I'm using Survey Junkie, and it's once you get to like $20, you can deposit that automatically into your PayPal's account. But it's taken me a while because I don't meet a lot of the demographics for the surveys. Are you honest on those surveys? Dang, or do you just like fudge them a little bit? 100 points is $1. Yeah, that's like 10 points for Survey Junkie is 10 cents. Oh, you just click. See, I mean, but like the surveys I ask, it's like, what's your birthday and what's your household income, and like I'm actually honest with that. Like I don't know. I'm afraid the government's gonna like knock on my door and be like, "You're not a 35-year-old African American Indian." No, you're right. I'm not either one of those things. Yeah, the other day actually, I stayed up till like 2 or 3 in the morning doing surveys, and I eventually ran out of surveys to do. So I had to wait until the next day, and then the next day I got really busy, so I have a crap ton of surveys. And like these are like, you can get 100 points in like 5 minutes and stuff like that, so you can get like $1 in 5 minutes. But it's usually one of those surveys. It's like, your household income has to be like 50,000 or more, and if you say that you make less than 50,000, they boot you. Or if you say that, like in my case, like I'm a 25-year-old white man, then they boot me. Or I don't have neither me or my wife have student loans, so they boot me because I don't have student loans. Just stuff like that. You got to fit the profile, and I try to be honest on those things because it is a consensus, it is a survey, so some of that information is true. I've been using Mobile Performance Meter and Smart app. I make 20 cents a day, huh? That's not bad. It's like one of those things like I saw a commercial the other day where they had like term life insurance that is like for 50 cents a day, you can get term life insurance of $100,000, whatever. Something like that. Yeah, the rain stopped, so that's how quick that was. It was about 30 minutes and the rain's gone. No mas on the rain. No mas rain. I bless the rain down in Africa, though. God, I gotta stop spending money. I'm broke right now. And I'm spending money like I have it. House is great. I'm actually in it right now, all alone. The wife is in Albuquerque at a bridal shower for the weekend. So I get the house to myself tonight, which right now is not very. It's not as awesome as it sounds. Like, you know, I miss my wife, obviously. I knew I was going to miss my wife. But there's a little part of me in the back of my head that's like, oh, it's going to be so great to have the house to yourself. You know, yada, yada, yada. And right now, I'm just like, I really miss it. And knowing that I have to go to bed alone tonight with these 3 dogs, who, we have a king-size bed, but these 3 dogs will still take up my side of the bed like it's like a twin.
I can't believe he killed them!
I'm calling it right now. That's exactly what they're going to do. But regardless, I definitely miss my wife, and she misses me. She keeps Snapchatting me, like every 3 hours. 3 dogs, 3 dogs. I meant 3 animals. Scout was over here earlier, so we had 5 animals walking around. So I was still counting Scout, which Scout is definitely not sleeping over here. But, yeah, I meant 3 animals. But Cass thinks he's a dog, so that kind of fits the description of a dog. Yeah, I meant 3 animals. Like, the cat plays fetch every once in a while. Yeah, man, it's marriage is not a bad gig. This is I love this. I really do. You know, if you would have told me 5 years ago that I would be 25, married, having a full-time job, and graduated college, I would have told you, oh, I graduated college that soon? And I really have a wife? Really? Just gotta say, LOL. Last I remember you had 2 dogs and a tater tot. Yeah, tater tot's getting a little long, actually. The other night, Jocelyn, actually, what was it? Yeah, it was the other night. I think it was Thursday night. Jocelyn rearranged the furniture. And, the place where she put one of the coffee tables is right underneath the bar. And Cass is now long enough that he can stretch on top of that coffee table and actually get on top of the bar. That's how ridiculous. That's how big he's getting. Yeah, he's been promoted from tater tot to French fry. And then probably, like, in the next few months, he'll be, you know, he'll be baked potato. Or something like that. I don't know. Should we, I think right now he's at hash brown level. And then we can go from, like, hash brown to, like, small, no, he's past small fry, so, like, large fry. Hash brown to large fry.
Anyone out there, you have to come to
To a
Camp
Spud. We'll
Crystal
just call him
Lake.
Spud.
Bring a gun! Oh God, he's killing us! Help! Help!
And currently, right now, I have Army at my feet. Like, laying right next to my feet. She had to play with Scout today, so she's had a long day. It was crazy, because last night I was at work. Yeah, it's crazy. Last night I was at work. And I was doing training on the computer. I had an 8-hour shift, and for like 7 hours of that 8-hour shift, I was doing computer training. And I still have to do more computer training when I get back on Monday. Potato wedges, yeah. Potato wedges would be a good one. I forgot about potato wedges. Underrated amongst the fries sides you can get. Potato wedges. Let's say the keys are at that car, but I think I saw Jason towards that car. Oh well, we'll see what happens. And if that's the 2-seater, I'm as good as gone. Oh shit, that's the 2-seater. Uh-oh. Yes, thank God. They asked me on my first or second day they asked me what days am I available to work, and I said 40 hours a week, Monday through Friday. And they said, well, Monday through Friday. So you can't work Saturdays? And I'm like, well, I mean, I could work Saturdays if you need me to, but Sundays are completely off limits. And they're like, oh, is there any particular reason why? And Jocelyn hates it when I do this, but I was like, yeah, my wife's from out of town. So... Deuces. I said my wife's from New Mexico, so we usually use the weekends to go visit her family or, you know, go see family. And of course they're like, oh, okay. And at okay, so like this is an interesting little plot line for my new job, Jess. I don't know if Jocelyn's been keeping you in the loop or not. Has she been keeping you in the loop? Let me know. And then I won't bore you with the details if she has. Yeah, thank God. Thank God, thank God. But the thing that sucks is, isn't it Halloween like on a Wednesday this year? It's the one thing where I'm like, damn it. Oh, yeah, I called that. Halloween is on Wednesday. Okay, so, and somebody from my work is probably going to watch this and play back, and I'm going to get fired, and I really don't care. But okay, when I first got the job, they told me that I'd be working split shifts. And I said, okay. That split shift consisted of 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. and then 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. 40 hours a week. And I was thinking, okay, that's fine. I can do that. No big deal. I'll get used to it. Not really happy about that 6 a.m. part, but I can get used to it. It's no big deal. And then, a week later, I call. The night before my first shift, I called. And I said, hey, this is Kollin. What time do I start tomorrow? Because I was thinking I had to be there at 6 a.m., you know, because that's when they told me my shift was going to be. And I talked to my manager, not going to name names, and he said, oh, if you can come in at 3 p.m. tomorrow, we can start your training. I was like, okay, that's cool. So I was asking around, you know, I was telling people, I wasn't asking, I was telling my wife, and I was telling my grandmother, because my grandmother is very important to me, obviously. But the thing that I thought was going to happen is that they were going to work me like my second half of my split shift. So I was like, okay, I'm going to work like 3 to 9, and they just had me come in a couple of hours earlier just so I can get training and all that good stuff started. Nope. At about 7:30, I assumed that I was gonna go. For some reason, I thought 7:30 was the cutoff date, even though not. Anyway, I don't make sense in my own head sometimes. But so 7:30 rolls around, and I'm like starting to wind down. Like, you know, I'm starting to like untuck my shirt and everything. Which I got the wrong color shirt. They told me to come dressed in all black, and I don't own a black shirt that isn't like a Kiss t-shirt or something with like Freddy Krueger or something on it. So I was like, I'm not gonna wear that my first day. So I wore my red polo shirt, and I wore it, and automatically when I walked in, I was getting up and down looks from people. And then my manager came up to me and was like, do you own a black shirt? I said, not a dress shirt. And he's like, okay. Hold on, my wife is calling me. Hold on a sec, guys. Hi, baby. What you doing? Okay, you want to tell the fine people on YouTube goodnight too? You know, right? Well, the fine people consist of Dang and Jesse. That's about it right now.
So it's 2 people.
Well, it says, okay, it went from 3 to 2 like just now. But yeah, and then Jess said for me to tell you that she loves you.
Oh, I love her too.
There you go. Jess, you probably heard that. Oh, and then Dang says hi.
Dang.
Yeah, so you're going to bed?
Uh-huh.
Okay, this is weird.
Why?
Well, because Chris was talking to me earlier, and he asked me, when was the last time that you and Jocelyn didn't sleep in the same bed? I said, the night before our wedding.
Yes.
The night before our wedding was the last time I didn't share a bed with you. And I was like, holy crap, it's been almost a year since I haven't been in bed with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that's true.
But I shared the bed with your brother, so I don't know if that counts, but
No.
no, it doesn't.
Not the same.
Yeah, so it rained for a little bit, so it got kind of spooky here for a second. Yeah.
How is the puppy?
They're
Mostly
good.
Chandler.
Chandler did not know how to react to the rain.
Oh.
So when he came in, like he was like rubbing himself, and then he rolled around in the bed for a little bit, you know, out of frustration, and he doesn't understand the concept of the rain, so he was freaking out.
Poor baby. Was it like pouring?
Yeah, it was pouring for like a good 30 minutes. It was pouring, and I didn't know that when I took him out, because when Chris and I came back from dinner, it was just sprinkling, and then by the time I took them out, it was pouring.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah, so he was like, just like, you know, rubbing his ears and rubbing his snout, like, what is this shit?
Oh.
Yeah, so he's over dramatic. Right now, Ami's sleeping at my feet, and I think Chandler is right behind me, asleep, because Scout came over for a few hours and they wore themselves out.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Alright, honey. Well, I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright. I love you too.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Can't wait.
Okay.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. But anyway, yeah, right as up, what was I? Oh yeah, he's like, yeah, when you get off your shift, you might want to go. God, that pisses me off. I'm going to be at work. Maybe I can ask for that day off. You know, just say it's a personal day. It's Wednesday, so I can just say I'm going to church. And of course, they can't ask any more questions after that. I think. I don't know how it works. I said that to Jocelyn earlier, that they can't ask for religious reasons why you can't work. We'll see. Holy crap, Jason. Yeah, I'm probably just going to ask out for that day because it's a holy day for me. But anyway, I can work that Saturday for all I care. I don't care if they want to. But anyway, so yeah, they're like, okay, so after your shift, you're going to want to go buy a nice long sleeve button down black shirt and a black polo shirt. I said, no big deal. Awesome. I can do that. And with the money I made in tips that day, I was able to buy both shirts with the tips that I made. I was like, awesome, this is great. And he's like, yeah, but the only place that's going to be open after your shift is probably Walmart. And I was like, open? Like, you know, if I'm going to get out of here at 9 o'clock, you know, everything's still going to be open. And then it wasn't until like an hour later that he told me that I was working till 11. I was like, oh my god.
Help! No!
But yeah, okay, originally when I applied for the job, I just applied for the job. And when I applied for the job, they had they had pieces of paper, and they're like, okay, here are the positions available, pick the two that you would want the most. And I said, okay. So they read me the things, and then before I could even choose, they handed me bellman and valet. I was like, okay, I was thinking more of a front desk job, but okay, whatever, cool, awesome. So I filled out the request forms for valet and bellman, and then The manager interviewed me and pretty much told me that with my personality, that I would be perfect as a bellman or a valet. And I was thinking to myself, well, front desk people are kind of like the keynote speakers when it comes to, you know, customer service. So I thought I would probably like shine at that position better, but anyway. So yeah, I got out there at 11 o'clock, and they told me that I would be working 3 to 11 Tuesday, or Monday and Tuesday, and then 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. the rest of the week. And I was like, okay. And then, so they lied to me about my schedule. Automatically, it was a lie. They lied to me about my schedule. And this is just the beginning. Alright, awesome. I'm glad the storm came to you.
Okay, all set.
But yeah, this is just the beginning of them lying to me, by the way. The the next thing that they did is they, I guess they realized, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyway, so they put me at valet to start off, and Bellman is pretty much just if, you know, somebody needs me to take something up to their room, I grab it for them, or if somebody needs help taking luggage to their room, then I get a cart for them and I take the luggage up with them and all that stuff. That's not a bad gig. I mean, that's fine. The jobs are not bad. And then valet, obviously, I park cars, I take cars out of the garage, and I go retrieve items if requested from said vehicles. So the job's not bad. It's fine. I had no problem with the job. The job is cupcakes compared to what I've worked before. And so what they did was they set me up with this valet guy. Again, not gonna name names right now. I mean, Jess, obviously you and I can talk about this in private later, and I can start naming names. But yeah, this valet guy had been there for 3 months. The hotel's been open since last September, so he's been there like the longest.
Oh my God.
Because valet was not a position that they automatically just had. Like, people like requested that they have valet, because before that, just people at the front desk were parking cars. And apparently there were some boo-boos. There were some incidences where people were actually like damaging the customers' vehicles, like accidentally slamming them into like one of the walls, or backing up too far and hitting the walls, or, you know, dinging doors, dinging sides, stuff like that. And so they're like, okay, we just need to hire people that are straight just valet. Like, we don't need to be having, you know, front desk people parking these cars. Even though, like, some of the managers still do. But anyway, so they set me up with this valet guy. And they asked me, have you ever valeted before? And I said, no, but I'm a delivery driver, so, like, I'm used to, you know, driving. And then they said, okay, great. So, come along with me for the first run, and then we'll set you up by yourself. I said, okay, I can do that. So, they drove into the garage. I sat in the passenger seat. Hey, what's up, Patrick? So, they drove into the garage. I sat in the passenger seat. They told me, well, this side over here is where you park the trucks and the SUVs, and then this side over here is where you park, like, the compact vehicles, you know, your Priuses, your you know, Civics, stuff like that. So like, okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. That's easy. That's not hard at all. Holy shit, this chick's the last one. Everybody else has escaped her. And then suicide. That's sad. But just one trip. And he's like, okay, you got it? And I was like, yeah, I can do this. So I parked cars. No, this isn't me. I'm good. I'm done. I escaped already. As a girl. By myself. But thanks for the vote of confidence, Patrick. She might. There's a minute left, so if she can keep eluding Jason like this, then she should be good. So, okay. So the first day, I park cars. It goes off without a hitch. Fantastic. You know, parking cars, no big deal. Pretty self-explanatory. It's not rocket science. Then the next day, I get this big, wide, souped-up pickup truck. And I didn't turn wide enough, and I scraped the backside of the back tire on one of the yellow poles. Like, just scraped by it. I was like, damn. So I parked the car, I looked at the damage, and realized that I did chip some paint. And, like, the yellow scuff marks were coming off just fine. 8675309, I believe is the phone number. Yep, she escaped. Look at that. There you go. Sucks for you, Jason. Guy got 1 kill. 1 out of 8. That sucks. And so I immediately go to the front desk and I find my closest manager and just say, "Hey, I screwed up."
Come home
And they said, "Well, what'd you do?" It was a 4x4 Toyota pickup truck. Where's the Ford? No, not Ford, Chevy. Was it either a Chevy or a Toyota? I can't remember. These two guys were brothers and they checked in the same room. And they both had giant pickup trucks. I cleared the other brother's car perfectly. No big deal. Fine. Fantastic. This one is I just barely scraped by. Which sucked. I was like, "Hey, I screwed up. I'm sorry, but this is what I did." And then the manager's like, "Okay." It wasn't a Ford. I think it was a Chevy. I have Fortnite, but I don't play Fortnite right now. But I'll probably get into that sometime in the near future. So, it wasn't really funny. It was just kind of the way that they handled the situation was kind of awkward. Because they said, okay, because the owner of the truck was still in the lobby. Like, he and his brother were, like, sitting in the lounge, and they were just talking. Because I was all ready to, like, have to, like, swallow my pride and go up and talk to the guy and tell him what I did, you know? Because that's just the kind of person I am. It's, you know, if I screw up, I don't try to hide it. Like, I'm like, "Hey, here's what I did." So, they said, "Don't tell that customer anything. You don't say a word to that customer. We'll talk to the general manager, and then he will personally tell the customer what happened." Well, okay. And it was awkward because his brother forgot to tip me before. So I'm standing out front because I'm looking for cars coming up. And his brother came out and gave me like $3. I'm like, "Oh, shit." Yeah, well, you should go to Alaska, build a fort, wait until night, you got a Fortnite. Well, Fortnite is 2 weeks, so am I supposed to stay in Alaska? Am I supposed to stay inside that fort for 2 weeks? Or do I need to, like, take a 2-week vacation to Alaska? But it was the most awkward money that I've ever been given, because the guy, I was thinking to myself, "Thank you, sir," and then he's like, "Thank you for taking care of my truck." And I was like, "You should see your brothers." That's what I was thinking. I didn't say it out loud, but I was like, "You should see your brothers." I have to stay in Alaska forever? Tough bargain. Probably not. And so they eventually found the general manager, and the general manager told the guy what happened. And the hotel personally has to pony up the cash to fix that. Thank God it didn't come out of my paycheck, because that means like my paycheck would be like gone for like the first like month of me working there. And the guy said, and I quote, this is what they told me: "That's okay, shit happens. As long as you guys are taking care of it, I can't complain. But tell the driver I said accidents happen." I was like, whew. And then one of the other valet guys was like, "Dude, you got lucky." I was like, "I did?" They said, "Yeah, people usually are not that nice. They usually freak out about things like that." Food reviews. Actually,
I gotta find the others.
I'm hoping to start very, very, very soon. And by very, very soon, I mean hopefully the second that you guys flip y'all's calendar to the month of June. That's how soon I think I'm going to do this. But I don't know. I don't know yet. Yeah, and actually, like, I was thinking to myself, well, yeah, obviously, I mean, you can help. I mean, I'm probably going to have people go with me to try these different places. Too much oil on his face. I think it's, you talking about Chad? I think you're talking about Chad, but anyway. And so they told one of the valet guys, like, hey, since Kollin here is, or has, had an accident on the job, he can't drive alone for a few days. And they said, and he should have been unable to drive for at least the first couple of hours of his shift. And of course, the guy that was there Monday was not there Tuesday when this accident happened. So they were like, yeah, so for the foreseeable future, do I have to drive stick? I was told that I don't have to park any car that I'm uncomfortable with. So I don't know how to drive stick. That's something that I should learn. And I know the perfect person that could teach me if I ever need to, which is my grandmother, because she taught my cousins, like 3 or 4 of my cousins, how to drive. Do you drive a car with wheels? No, they're more like square. They're not really round, they're like square, so you get that little push as you're driving down the street. You know, it's the new innovation. Like, it's gonna replace the wheel, I think, after a while. But that's just me. I don't know. Oh god, batteries are too. Wow. Okay, so I regret them. Oh, okay. So yeah, so the guy from Monday that was supposed to, like, I was supposed to shadow. He messed up.
Got it.
Like he was supposed to show me for the first couple hours of my shift the ropes and not just one and done. And so yeah, the second valet guy was just like, okay, so for the rest of the day you just hop in the passenger seat anytime we park a car and we'll do the best that we can with the situation that we have. And I said, okay. So no big deal. And then, am I the free girl? No, $250 an hour. The free girl that she wants is, AJ, but doesn't look like there is an AJ. There's a lot of Deborahs and there's a lot of Vanessas. Oh god, where is he? Oh, he's chasing that person up there. Yeah, so that was like the first one. And so Wednesday, the very next day, the guy from Monday was there. And he starts talking all kinds of mad shit about my incident. I got to assist in parking a red Lamborghini. Like it was Wednesday. So I got to help park. I was in the passenger seat, obviously, so I couldn't drive it. And I think it was also stick, so I couldn't do it. So I got to park it. Because this hotel is $129 to $159 a night. So the people that are staying there have money, and they know it, and they show it. So they'll pull up with their Land Rovers, and they'll pull up with their Lamborghinis, and
is that a dead body?
all that good stuff.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I got to assist in helping park a very, very, very expensive, very, very nice Lamborghini. That was pretty cool. Not Lamborghini, Kollin. Porsche. 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 It's a Porsche. Not a Lamborghini, a Porsche. But yeah, he starts talking all kinds of mad shit about my accident. And at one point, because I have to like take their information down and like say, okay, you know, what kind of car is this? You know, valet or self-parking? Do you have a room number? Stuff like that. And I have to put the tag on their key ring.
He's killing everyone!
And
Please help! Hurry!
I took the keys out of the car to put the tag on the key ring, and he runs up to me and goes, "Whoa! You're not parking any cars for a while. You need to let me do that." And I said, okay, I was just putting the tag on the key ring like I'm supposed to. And he's like, yeah, whatever, man. I'm parking this car, you're not. I'm like, okay, cool. Take it, whatever. And so he, you know, parks the car, obviously. I have to ride with him, which at this point, it's just him just constantly just like opening his mouth and just running it, and talking shit. Which, I mean, I understand, like, if somebody screws up and you're like, okay, let's just, you know, let's bust their chops just a little bit. Not too long, you know, because after a while, it's just not funny anymore. It's just redundant and repetitive, and it's just not necessary. After a while. I mean, like me, like, when I find out that, you know, somebody, one of my friends does something stupid, like, I'll bust their balls, you know, and I expect them to bust my balls. I mean, I could take it. I'm a grown-ass man. The wows. What's the wows gonna do? Talking about, like, dogs? That I have no clue. What the wows are gonna do. That's just another name for chihuahuas, right? But regardless, and so he when we were parking a car, he turned to me. Baghead? Is that like bag? I think it's another name for baguette. Like if you're, you know, getting a baguette, like a whole bunch of them, like a head of lettuce. Like instead of saying, hey, can I get you know, a bunch of baguettes? Just say, I want a bag heads. Hey, what's up, Amish Penguins? That's a cool name, by the way, Amish Penguins. That's awesome. But, so he looks to me and says, hey man, I don't want you to think that I'm talking shit on you or anything. And I said, well, man, it actually sounds like you are talking a lot of shit, just so you know. He's like, oh, no, man, it's all in good fun. Like, I don't mean to talk shit, you know? It's just me just busting your balls. I said, okay. You know, I let it slide. You know, it's the day after an incident. You know, this guy's probably going to be doing this for a while. You know, just because. Again, it's expected. No problem. No big deal. And then, like, not even an hour later, I'm with a customer. And they hand me the keys to their car to go park. And before I can even utter, oh, I'm the new guy, I can't drive cars yet. Because that's what you know, reasonably, I think that's what you're supposed to say in that kind of situation. Is, oh, I'm the new guy, so I'm still in training, so they don't allow me to park cars, you know, just like laugh about it. No big deal.
Got it.
You broke it, dude. That's my code right there. That's actually my passcode to get into my Mac. How'd you know that? How the hell did you know that, Patrick? But, so the couple, you know, hands me the keys. And before I could even say, hey, I'm the new guy, get this person to park your car. The valet guy runs up to me and goes, he looks at the customers and says, oh, this guy's the demolition valet driver. You're gonna need me to park the car, because I'm the good driver. I was just
Okay, all set.
at that point. I'm like, okay, the joke's not funny anymore. Like you can stop. You can stop now. That joke's not funny anymore. Especially when you're like, if you want to bust my balls like in private, awesome. You bust my balls. I'll bust your balls in private all day long if you want me to. You know, it's just having fun. It's, you know, having a little fun at someone else's expense, but it's having fun. And, okay, just making sure there wasn't a bear trap there. Because Chris likes to leave bear traps by open doors. Yeah, in front of the customers. And, again, like, in private, that's a totally different thing. But in front of customers, that is unprofessional. And it's embarrassing, honestly. Not just for the person that you're talking shit about, but for yourself, because it makes you look bad, in my opinion. Like, there'll be plenty of times where, you know, at my old job, working as a pizza delivery driver. Oh, dang. Yeah, my old job working as a pizza delivery driver. Where is he? Is he just stand there? Oh, God. Where is he? Oh, God. I hope I don't spring that trap right there. He's gonna get me before I even make it to the exit. Nope, made it. Wow. Awesome. No, okay, so, yeah, that happens. And he does it like 2 or 3 more times. In front of customers, busting my balls. You know, my response is,
Mommy is proud of you.
I'm the new guy, I'm not allowed to drive yet, I'm still in
Time to come
training.
home now.
That's what you're supposed to say in a situation like that, am I right? But no, you don't walk up to a customer and go, oh, this guy got into a wreck, so, or this guy got into an accident, so he's not allowed to park the car. You might as well give me the keys and give me all the tips. That's pretty much what he's saying. And I was like, okay, dude. Whatever. And then Thursday night, we had like some kind of like meeting. Like some doctor is like changing her practice, which I think is cool. Like I'm just gonna, this is a little side note for you. This doctor is going from having like partners. He does it because he thinks he's funny. That's pretty much all it is. So this doctor is leaving like her practice, her partners, and she's gonna go out on her own. And oh, of course we get kicked. Awesome. Right as I get a good game going, host left the game. Because the host was probably Jason and got pissed because everybody left, or everybody, most people survived. But anyway, so what she's doing is she's reducing her workload, and she's making her practice a more personal and personable type of practice. To where like she's gonna go from like 50 clients to like 10, because she feels like that patients not only need a doctor, but they need somebody like to like coach them through what they're going through, whether it be pain or death or anything like that. Like people were telling me this as they were leaving the meeting. I'm like, well, that's actually kind of cool. You know, I applaud that doctor. Good for her. But anyway, so a couple of people show up. And the valet guy was like, oh, these are my legitimate parents. Like, these are my quote-unquote parents. I'm like, okay, cool. And so they stroll up out of their cars, and we stand over there and we talk for a little bit. I talk because I don't know if they're going to park their cars or not. This guy is talking because he apparently likes to talk, like I'm doing right now. And he turns to the husband of the couple and says, this guy got into an accident 2 days ago. Yeah, he's like, this guy got into an accident 2 days ago. He slammed a truck into one of the poles. Which again, I didn't slam a truck into the pole. I just barely scraped by the pole. And of course, again, you know, the husband looks at me and goes, well, what the fuck happened? And I said, well, I was parking a truck, and I didn't change that. And I barely scraped by this yellow pole, and I scraped the side. No big deal. It's awesome. The guy was cool about it. Like he wasn't rude or anything like that. The customer, I'm talking about the customer, wasn't rude or anything like that. And so we should just move on because the hotel's taking care of it and whatever. No, Jess, it gets better. I'm gonna keep going. Yeah. So yeah, Thursday we had the little banquet thing, and it got a little hectic on Thursday, and like this guy just gets better and better every time I work with him, and that is obviously sarcasm, because at one point like the cars were coming like all at once, like they were just lining up down Buchanan Street to get their cars parked. Because the meeting, we had to validate their parking, because that was part of the protocol for the meeting. And about an hour goes by, and the couple that are his legitimate parents or whatever, illegitimate parent, are still there. And I excused myself to go get a drink of water because, wow, we're about to get kicked. Either that or the game's like really freaking laggy. What the hell was that, game? And, so I excused myself to go get a drink of water because I was really thirsty because I've been, you know, running my ass off trying to get these cars situated.
Damn it, no! I won't you. Fuck you!
He's not gonna go after me because he's gonna go after the other guy because he pissed him off. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, he's dead. Oh, the guy's dead. And anyway, I come back from getting a drink of water, and this guy is still talking shit to me, or about me to this couple. Like, it's still full force talking shit about me to this couple. And I was like, okay, you know what, whatever. I was like, I'm gonna go tell a manager about this towards the end of my shift. And so, before the shift was over, we got busy. Like I said, wall-to-wall cars, all coming at once and all leaving at once. Want their cars, like, immediately. We're gonna get kicked. Oh, wait, no, we're not. What the hell is this? The Jason left. Oh, that was the glitchiest game I played so far. That was one of the worst games I played so far. So we're busy, and I have like 3 or 4 of the customer's car keys in my hand. And he said, okay, which one's which? And so obviously, you know, I wrote down, oh, well, this is a silver Toyota. That's that one. Okay, well, this is a blue Nissan, so it's that one. Oh, well, this is a red Ford, so it's that one. And the funny thing is, this guy's 40 years old. This is a 40-year-old man acting like this, by the way. And so he was like, man, this is ridiculous. You gotta go get the manager. We can't handle this. You can't handle this. Or something like that. And I was like, what? Okay. And then as he, like, you know, scraped by me, I accidentally took the garage key card access. And so I'm holding it in my hand, and he's like, give me my fucking card! And he swipes the card out of my hand, gets him one of the cards, and drives off. And I was like, what the actual shit, dude? I said, okay. And then I went in, and I stood at the valet desk because we slowed down for a little bit. And right below me is where the keys go So you have to unlock it and then open the door and then put the keys in. And, oh, for God's sakes, no, can we please get more people? No, I don't want to play with this baby. No. So, he comes back from, I guess, putting one of the cars in the garage, and he pushes me to the side to put the keys down below me to where they go. This, of course, you know, I contemplated walking out of my job Thursday night. I actually contemplated just walking out because of how ridiculous this guy is. And so I said, okay, all right, whatever. So it's the end of my shift, and I go and talk to one of the managers. And I straight up looked at one of the managers, and I said, Chuck's an asshole. Or not Chuck, what's his name? I can't remember his name. Was it Chuck? I can't remember. Chuck, we'll call him Chuck, you know, just for purpose sake. And yeah, I just said, well, Chuck's an asshole. And they said, and I quote, "Oh, that's just him. He just doesn't know when the joke's not funny anymore." Because I told them that he was still busting my balls over an accident that happened 2 days prior. And they said, "Oh, that's just him. He just doesn't know when the joke's not funny anymore. He just doesn't know when to shut up." Defending him. That sounds like defending the guy, if I'm not mistaken, right? That sounds like he's being defended. Damn, I thought that was my voice. And so that was that. And then, so that was unacceptable. That was not very appreciated.
Gotta find the others.
And the next thing that happens is also another reason that I was like inches away from just chucking up the deuces and just leaving. Not even, maybe clocking out. I wasn't sure if I wanted to clock out or not, because that means I would have to go to the opposite side of the hotel to clock out. But I got really close Thursday night to just saying whatever. But then in the back of my head, I heard not only my grandmother's voice, but I heard my wife's voice saying, "Don't leave a job until you have another one to go to." Because my grandma's been saying that to me for years, because I've had really shitty jobs in my life. Like, more than one shitty job in my life. So, there were a few times where I'd straight up just walk up to my grandma and be like, "Grandma, I'm quitting. I can't do this job anymore. This is bullshit." And then every single time, my grandma would say, "I know it's a bad job. I know you don't like it. It's a terrible work environment." She said, "But please, don't leave a job until you have another one to go to." And so I kind of lived my motto, like my life's motto after that. So I was like, ugh. And then Jocelyn told me that a couple of days before. Yeah, the day that I had my accident, I was getting ready. I was like, I don't like this job. And at first, she was like, "No, I think it'd be a great job for you. You should stick around. You know, it comes with benefits. More on that later. But it comes with benefits and everything, so you just need to stick with it. And maybe something else will come along." And of course, you know, tit for tat, you know, things happen. And now my wife doesn't see it that way anymore. She also thinks that I need to get out. But anyway, so the entire week, I noticed that they weren't, because at previous jobs, like previous jobs before, the managers would say, "Hey, go take a 30-minute break," or "Hey, you know, go take an hour off," or, you know, whatever. So the first couple of days, I didn't take a break. So I worked 8 hours straight for 2 days. Which, I mean, again, is not very extreme. It's not that bad.
Hello?
But, I mean,
Hello?
it's still...
Oh God,
Like,
help
my
us!
feet are still hurting.
Jason's real!
And I haven't worked
Please help
in,
us!
in a
Jason's
day.
alive! Please help us!
But, okay, I can shed more light on that. It turns out, like, when we're not busy, like, I'm supposed to take a break whenever I feel it's necessary. That's what I found out. Technically, I think what they told me is if I worked 12 hours or more, that's an hour break. If it's 4 hours or if it's more than 4 hours, but no, or if it's more than 4 hours, but no more than 12, then it's a 30-minute break, is what they told me. So, yeah, again, I didn't take a break, so I didn't take a break until Wednesday. And then Thursday, my manager finally came up to me and said, "Hey, you know you're supposed to take a 30-minute break, right?" And I said, "Yeah, I don't think I'm going to, you know, because, I mean, we'll probably not be busy for, like, a few minutes at a time. But most of the time, I'm going balls to the wall for pretty much the entire shift, except for Monday. Monday, I worked an 8-hour shift, and I only did, like, 2 hours of work. So I used to work at another job where I delivered pizzas. I've had 2 pizza delivery jobs. I worked at another place where I delivered pizzas. And they never gave us breaks because they said, your downtime is your break time. And so I kind of took that mantra and established it with this place. Like, when it's down, that's your break. Which, I mean, is not a very good one to have, you know, or to stand by, but it's a mantra. Yeah, pizzas, man. Pizzas will get you. And then the manager looked at me on Wednesday, and looked at me on Wednesday and said, "You're taking a 30-minute break." I said, "Okay." So I took a 30-minute break, and it was like an hour and a half left in my shift. So pretty much, I took a break, and then an hour and a half later, I went home. Oh, I thought she was about to run through that. I was going to be pissed. I'm gonna take my first aid back. Please tell me keys are in here. No, but I'll take the first aid. Yeah, I already have firecracker. We're good. And so I took the break. You know, no big deal. And Thursday rolled along, and I had mentioned to my manager that I didn't take a break Monday or Tuesday, and that I just worked the full 8 hours. And I was like, which is good. I mean, because if I take a break, I don't think it works in my favor when it comes to the hours. You know, the 40 hours a week. That 40 hours a week. If you work 40 hours a week, you get insurance, like benefits. You get full benefits if you work 40 hours or more. And then here's where they lied to me again, because they said, well, pretty much, you know, paraphrasing here. They said, well, your schedule may say 40 hours, but you don't necessarily work 40 hours. They said because you have to take a 30-minute break each shift. And so I broke it down, so technically I'm only working 37.5 hours, which means I do not qualify for benefits. Nope, I don't get paid for it. I have to clock out and everything. So, yeah, I don't get anything for that break. Nothing at all. So, that's another reason Jocelyn is telling me yeah, you're done. You're not, you need to find a job as quickly as you can and get out. Which I'm trying right now. I am trying right now very hard to get another job. Damn, I was hoping the car keys were in there. But it's taken me some time. Because, like, Jocelyn and I talked about, even though we both want me to get out of there. Yes! Car keys. Let's go! Uh-oh. Did it disappear on me? Oh, shit! Wow. That legitimately terrified me. Yeah, I think they do it on purpose too. They definitely do that shit on purpose. Wow, my heart's still beating after that one. Wow. Damn. Whew. Well, at least they know where the car keys are on the map. There's Sweater Girl. Maybe we'll all get some points if they kill Jason. Whew. No, I didn't either. Like, the second the music went quiet, there's a little bit of me in the back of my head that was like, I'm gonna peek around the corner, this guy's gonna be there. I was like, but another part of me was like, get the hell out. So I ran right into this guy's arms. Wow. Damn. That sucks. But anyway. Yeah, I think they do it on purpose. They definitely do it on purpose. That, and I think they're mad at me because I refuse to work weekends. Which, I mean, it's a 40-hour-a-week job. This is not a career for me. This is a job for me. This is something that I knew that I wasn't going to do for the rest of my life, you know. It was for a second, it was one of those things where, hey, this would be a good job. It has benefits, you know. The tips are okay. I'm only getting paid $5 an hour, but that's because I'm getting tips. But I'm already tired of it. I worked there for a week, and I feel like that is a lifetime of work already. Oh no! Don't kill the Sweater Girl. Uh-oh. There it goes. There goes the drain. There goes her arm. Her arm just fell the fuck off. Oh, and she had 2 pocket knives on her. Damn. This chick had a prayer, but it wasn't answered. So, yeah, so they, Thursday night, my manager says, well, since you didn't take a break Monday or Tuesday, you're going home an hour early tonight. And we'll see you same time tomorrow. Okay. Whatever. So Friday, I am in the office doing computer training because they also want me to be concierge. I'm a valet slash bellman slash concierge, which is pretty much front desk. Well, the other night I walked out with 30 bucks.
This can't be happening.
But I mean, like Monday I made 20 bucks in tips. Tuesday I made 30 bucks in tips. Wednesday I made 30 bucks in tips. Thursday I made 25. And Friday I made 10, but that's because I only worked like 30 minutes. This was training. And and then so about 9 o'clock, which I get off at 11. So about 9 o'clock, I go to my manager comes up to me while I'm doing computer training, and he's like, wow, you've been at this for, you know, what, about 6 hours. He said, are you ready to take a break? And I was like, I don't think I'm going to take it today. And he's like, well, you have to. By law, you have to take a 30-minute break. And he said, or he mentioned something about a break. Oh wait, that was Thursday when he mentioned I had to take a 30-minute break. And so it was Friday where he said, you know why I sent you home an hour early, right? I'm like, yeah, because I didn't take a break. Or he's like, the reason I sent you home early. Well, I mean, like, if I'm like I said, like Monday, it's an 8-hour shift, but if I'm standing around for 6 hours not doing anything because we weren't busy, then my 6 hours, my break is 6 hours. And I just don't feel like I do enough to validate a break, you know? But that's neither here nor there, that's whatever. So, I mean, I know I have to take a break, but like, again, your downtime is break time, is what I learned at one of the pizza places I used to work at. Yeah, whenever I worked at Target, I was always the guy that took his break, like, towards the end. So that way it's like, with like an hour and a half or an hour left in your shift, and then you just take a break, and then you just power through that last hour or so. That's usually how I do it, if I ever had a job where I had to take a break. But anyway, he was talking about breaks on Friday, and, yeah. Well, I know that now. But at my pizza plate job, I never took a break, and I worked, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. It was an 8-hour shift, and I never took a break, but then again, I was delivering pizzas, so me driving in my car most of the day, it was technically, I guess, a break. I don't know, but anyway. That's neither here nor there, because I don't work there anymore. I actually contemplated going back there with my tail between my legs and asking the general manager for my job back, with more hours. Can't supply benefits, but it's still working more hours. More wear and tear on my car, which I don't need, but it's more hours. But anyway. So, I was like, yeah, speaking of breaks, I haven't taken mine today. And he hung his head and sighed and said, when you are done with this section, you are taking a 30-minute break. Cool. Cool, dude. Delivering any more, Kollin. You are at a real desk-type job. I know that now. But I didn't see any of the coworkers around me taking a break, so I didn't think I had to take one. It turns out they would take their breaks before I even got there. But that's again, neither here nor there. God bless. Okay, so, yeah, so, just to recap, I know that was like an hour vent. I would not mind working at home at all, to be completely honest with you. I would love to find a job where I can work from home. Or hell, even a desk job at this point. My feet are killing me by the time I get home. I can barely even walk. And I don't want to be like my dad. My dad has like... My dad has gout, and he has like plantar's foot and stuff like that, because he has been working his ass off every day of his life since he was like fucking 15, and now he's almost 50, and it's just weighing on him. Fucking need to put me in this house. When the freaking fuse, or when the phone box is just right there, they usually put me in the house. That is when you take one, and when everyone else is working, or no one is going to be able, if everyone is on break at the same time. Well, yeah, I guess you're right, but I just never really thought about breaks, because, you know, for the whole time that I was working at Jimmy John's, I never worked a straight 8 hours, so therefore I never got a break. And then... Got it. And then working at Pizza Planet, delivering pizzas for 1.5 years, I never took a break because I was delivering pizzas. So I never really considered break time, like, ever. Okay, that didn't work. So, anyway. I'm currently looking for another job. In Amarillo, Texas! Oh, that's one of my favorite kills. And you flip your wrist and then... Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna live stream, honestly. This was just a one-off. Because I had time to do one for once. But, I mean, if you have to go to bed, dude, you know, don't let me stand in your way. You go to bed, man. If you're tired, you go to bed. I'm not asking you to stick around. Yeah, food services, I've pretty much known my entire life. I worked, my first job I ever got, I was 15 bussing tables. So I started working there. And then went from bussing tables to working a restaurant job, bussing tables. I went busser, and then I went to Target and retail for seasonal help. So I was out of there. I mean, I was in there for 3 months, and yeah, that's when I worked, you know, 6 to 8 hour shifts, so I got my breaks. And then I went to being a dishwasher in the food industry, and then I went to being a janitor where I set my own hours, and then I went to delivering pizzas, and then went to being a dishwasher, and then I went to delivering sandwiches, and then delivering pizzas, and now here I am. Here the fuck I am, world. Oh, so yeah, so breaks haven't always been a thing where, you know, I could just take a break, you know, and think about taking a break. It was always one of those, okay, well, I can just power through this, no big deal. But anyway, most of those were not corporate jobs, so that's why taking a break was kind of irrelevant, because I didn't take a break because I didn't feel like I needed one. But that's, again, neither here nor there. And now I understand that taking a break is good. It's amazing. It's fantastic. It works against your 40-hour-a-week job, which is bullshit. But that's, again, neither here nor there. So moving on. Yeah, try security? Or do you say secretary? Oh, look who's back. Receptionist-ish. Yeah, I've had plenty of jobs in my life. You know, most of them not by choice. Most of them actually because well, when I was 15, I never asked for the job as a busser. My dad just called me up one day and was like, "Hey, you're gonna start being a busser," because he was the manager of the restaurant at the time. I said, "Okay, Dad." What was I gonna say? Tell him to eat shit? No, that's not how that works. And then obviously, you know, when I got my first phone, I had to pay a phone bill, and then when I got a car, I had to pay for car insurance, and so after a while, you just kind of have to do your own thing. You gotta start working a job. But, I mean, again, that comes with, that's life. That's growing up. That's the real world. Oh, shit. Well, that was good timing on my part. Not gonna lie, I kind of sweat that one a bit. Is this where I died? Are close to where I died? No, but I escaped there once. There's no weapon. Ah, son of a bitch! I'm having that trouble all day. It's finishing rounds. Those last two games were miracles, in my opinion. What time is it anyway? 1 o'clock. Wow. Okay. So currently looking for a new job, and that new job entails, I've filled out so many applications, I've forgotten where I've applied to most of them, but there are jobs that I feel like that I would be in a better position and better treated. I hope not either. Most of the jobs that I applied for, I said I could start immediately. So I'm not even going to give this job a 2-week notice. I'm just not going to show up one day, and then they're just going to have to take the hint when I don't show up for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it takes. The main job that I want that I applied for, they straight up asked me, when can you start? And I was like, Monday. Like, this Monday. So if they call me, like Monday during my shift, I will walk out if I need to. Even if it's for an interview, I will walk out of that job just to go to that interview. No, I won't walk out. What am I saying? Darth Anakin. That's awesome. Not in use. 6 slick 6. Okay. Ugh. The other job is the because when I applied for this job, when I interviewed for this job that I'm currently at, I had another job that was waiting in the wings, so to speak, that I interviewed for the following week after I interviewed for this current job, and they pretty much told me I had the job, like right off the bat. They are that desperate for people. The place hasn't even been open for a year, and the turnaround is, or the turnover rate is ridiculous. Like, I used to deliver pizzas to that to my current job all the time, and I've recognized one person's face in that time. Yeah, the one with Chris's dad is the one that I interviewed for it, and I was confident. I thought I did well. And it turns out I did well, and my confidence was not in vain, because they gave me glowing reviews of the interview. They said I made a damn good first impression, and they impressed me with my personality, or I impressed them with my personality and my, just overall just speaking skills when it came to talking to people. Like I'm talking to y'all right now. I'm technically talking to myself, but I'm talking to people over this microphone. But I know that there's people on the other side, so that's why I'm talking. Yeah, thank you. I'm going to need all the prayers that I can get for this job. But they liked me, but they picked a candidate that has had 3 years of experience of the software that they use for editing. The software that I use for my editing is kind of like the beginning stages. Like, they use Premiere, I use iMovie. They use After Effects, I would use Photoshop. So, like, in a nutshell, like, it was just like beginning stages of what they were looking for. And the guy that they picked over me, they told me I was second in line. The guy that they picked over me had better experience. And yeah, I was a little heartbroken. I was actually pretty upset about it for about a day or so. Even going into my first day of working at this new job, I was not happy whatsoever. See, this has been my problem, is being able to finish a fucking game. But they said I made a better first impression and I had better people skills, but they run a business at the end of the day, and they need somebody that has more experience. So experience beats personality, which is fine. You got an experience, you gotta do what you gotta do. And of course, my first reaction was, you made a choice. It wasn't the right choice, but you made a choice. But that's just my ego talking. It's no big deal. But this job I applied for this week, my mom actually brought to my attention at another, one of the local news stations is the one that I got second place for. So I went to another local news station and applied over Indeed. and what was it? Handshake. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, I applied. I might be good. And I applied in this place, this local news station. I have an N. I have, well, the last place I tried not to use nepotism. It's like, hey, I know the guy that's second in charge here, aka my buddy's dad, to get the job. So I acted like I didn't even know him, which, I mean, it was kind of like personal. It was a personal thing. They didn't ask me to do that. I just felt like it was just necessary. But with this other news station, I am. My mom is friends with somebody that works there, and so I texted my mom. I was like, "Hey, give me this guy's phone number so I can text him." And so I texted him, and I was like, "Hey, fill out an application for your news station. Be nice and put in a good word for me, you know, just messing with him." And he said, "Okay, see what I can do, and we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. If I get an interview, if I don't get an interview, if it's whatever." Hey, what's up? How you doing? Manuel? I don't know. I'm bad with names. I'm terrible with names. But, so we'll see what happens here. That's the main thing I'm looking for. But I've also applied for other jobs here and there. Not in my field, unfortunately, but most of them are. Like, I think this last week, I think I applied for 10 jobs, and I think 7 of them are in my field of study for my degree. So we will see what happens. And, I'm sorry, I got really quiet. I wanted to see what this person does. They run next door. Yeah, all the cool kids ran next door. Another place I applied for was another graphic design job, local place. I thought I am actually overqualified for the job, but that's neither here nor there. And that's like my catchphrase tonight, that's neither here nor there. But that's something that I say to get my point across. Oh God, come here, Jenny. Sweetheart. Come here to me. Jenny. Anywho. Another graphic design job, their only requirement is 1 year of Adobe Photoshop experience. 1 year. That's all they're asking for. And it's a 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, 40 hours a week. Oh, obviously it's 9 to 5, it's 40 hours a week. But, yeah. So, you gonna let me use that? No, we're gonna get kicked, aren't we? Nope, it just won't let me go into there for some reason. There's somebody in there, isn't there? Oh well. And they're like, okay, so I gave them a resume, I made them a cover letter, and everything. And then at the very, very end of it, they had a question that said, how many years of Adobe Photoshop do you have experience in? I said, I thought about it, and I was like, it's at least 5 years. No, I thought about it. I have over 10 years of Adobe Photoshop experience. So I put 10. So if that doesn't wow them, I don't know what will. I want them to look at my application and be like, well, yeah, technically, because back in high school I took a lot of graphic design classes, and we used Photoshop and Illustrator and Adobe Animation, all that good stuff.
Please no!
Oh, come on. Okay, I gotta look at his weaknesses. It's gotta be grab. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, so like, I even have like old videos that I could show them that I made like it back in like 2008, stuff like that. Since I have a pocket knife. Thank you. Kill number 1 in the books. So I could be like, yeah, I have experience. Like, here's videos from like 2008 that I used to like edit, you know, content and stuff like that. So I'm not lying about it. Okay, that'll work. I was trying to slam his head in the door, but that works too. Alright, so 2 birds, 1 cabin. That was cool. I'll take that. That was the last one, wasn't it?
Yes. Kill for mother.
There we go. Sorry, Nessie, you don't get a chance to save your friends here. Yeah, this cabin is just doing wonders for me today. This is awesome. I like this place.
Don't stop, Jason. They deserve to
Come
die.
on, Nessie. You
Make
alluded
them
to me
suffer
earlier,
like
but I got a feeling that bill comes due. And then I applied for another position at the news station and all that good stuff, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, I knew she had a pocket knife. Nobody comes up to you and has that much balls to come up to you unless they have something hiding. Yeah, I'll just kill another one. Oh, come on! There we go. You wanna die just like your friend? No. I'll do you one better. I'll pull your arms off. Hope you weren't planning on a wake. Because they're just gonna have to put like rubber band arms on you. Oh, you shoot me? Nessie. Nessie, was that necessary? Ah, Nessie. What else? I applied for a DJ job back in February, but I haven't heard back from them, so that's obviously a no-go, probably. Unfortunately. But yeah, it was a, and I did talk to, like a general manager of one of the local local radio stations around here, and I told him about what I do, and he asked me for a little bit more work. So hopefully that, you know, was a good constructive thing and not bad. Oh fuck! I thought I hit her. Oh god, what is it? All Vanessas have pocket knives today? Or is it the same chick?
Kill them.
Nope. It's a different Vanessa. The other one I killed pretty easily, actually. Where'd she go? Oh, they're all gained up over there? Let's see if I can get at least one of them. They're so cute. These kids are so cute. There we go. I'll disarm this one too. That just really sucks, man. That's a shit way to go. I like how they scatter like the roaches when you turn the lights on.
They deserve to die, Jason. Make them suffer.
Funny. Ah! I knew that there was a bear trap or something there.
No matter what they do to you, you cannot die. You can never die.
Oh, sorry, Jenny. They weren't quick enough for you.
That's my boy. Hunt them down and make them pay.
Okay, yeah, aim for the door, genius. Tommy is right next to you, and you aim for the door. That's what you do. Yeah, whatever. But, like, I'm not gonna, be upset. I mean, I'm still a little bummed out about this whole work situation. But, I mean, like, even though It's not a place that I want to be at. I think it's where I need to be right now, if that makes any sense at all. That's any consolation. Hey Nessie, you gonna trigger my trap? No? Come on, trigger my trap. Oh my fuck
Get
on,
up,
Nessie.
Jason. Find them. Kill them.
Gotcha! I know Tommy has that pocket knife. Oh, what the hell? Ah, dang
They
it.
want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let them.
Before, so why does Jason want to kill all these people? It's a mighty fine question. The reason why Jason wants to kill all these people, first of all, when he was a child, he attended Camp Crystal Lake, and he actually drowned because the counselors weren't paying attention and watching him. And so, his mother is actually the villain in the first movie. And so she gets vengeance on them killing her baby boy and all that good shit. And then I guess they don't really explain it, but I guess like because at the end of the first movie she gets decapitated. Oh, I thought she stepped in that trap. That would have been aces. Oh, come on! Yeah, I know you have a pocket knife, so you can't use it on this damn place. But I'd set you on a bear trap, so...
Find them. Kill them.
You want some more?
They want to hurt you, Jason.
Oh, man.
Don't let them.
I was kind of hoping I could just, like, pick him up.
Help! Oh, God!
Oh, for God's sakes!
Please, anyone?
You want some?
Are you kidding me? Pick one, damn it!
Find them. Kill them. They want
You've
to
got to
hurt
be
you,
joking
Jason.
me.
Don't
You have got to be absolutely just joking me right now. Whatever. I'll take care of you first.
That's my
So again, they never really explain it,
down.
but I guess he gets vengeance on them killing his mother. And so the entire time it's just, if any kid is caught drinking or having sex or anything like that, then they deserve to die. It's pretty much the golden rule. Are we going left or right? And there he goes. See ya, Tommy. You're the worst savior ever, dude. Your objective is to save these kids, and you just let them die. He was the last one, too. Oh, never mind. He was the last one. Okay. So that's kind of like the gist of Friday the 13th. That and Jason, like, is supposed to be, like, mentally unstable. Like, he's supposed to be, like,
Mommy is proud of you, Jason.
handicapped.
But it's time to come home.
But he's, like, built like a freaking, like, linebacker. So, why anybody would mess with them? Why anybody would mess with him is beyond me, but, yeah. That's pretty much the gist. I'll probably play one more game just to say that I made it to, like, what level 130 I think is what I'm at, or the next level I'm going to. So yeah, he's mentally unstable. So like, I guess he can hear his mom, like in his head, telling him to do things like that. So that's why he does it. I still think like it's a decent, it's a good story. I like Michael's story better, and I obviously like Freddy's story better than Jason's. because, you know, I'm biased when it comes to Freddy Krueger. Freddy's favorite, but Michael's story, I think, is just, it's interesting. I mean, like, the John Carpenter rendition, just the first two movies by themselves, is great. Yeah, just listen to me talk, watching me kill kids. Listen to me talk. It's a good time. It's a damn good time. But like the first two John Carpenter movies is pretty much just this guy just went crazy one day and killed his sister, and then just stock babysitters. Like the first movie, like they didn't even announce that Laurie Strode was Michael Myers' little sister until the second movie. But it was just this guy just stalks babysitters and kills them on Halloween night just because he's a lunatic. And then it wasn't until the sequel that you found out that Laurie Strode is his biological long-lost baby sister. So, go figure. And then 3 and 4. Now 3 was Season of the Witch, but had nothing to do with Michael Myers. Which originally John Carpenter was going to make like a series called Halloween, but they were going to be like different stories. So like the first 2 would have been like the Michael Myers like saga, and then the next 2 would have been the Silver Shamrock Halloween masks, you know, brainwashing kids and all that good stuff, making their heads explode and everything. And then maybe the next series would have been, you know, something different. So like he wasn't even going to make it a series at all. Yeah, kind of like Trick or Treat. Yeah, exactly. Like Trick or Treat was kind of, I could see like the inspiration from John Carpenter from that movie. I guess like a play on, you know, Halloween, John Carpenter. So it could have been like a series, like a serial, like a series of different movies with different stories and stuff like that. And then I guess it would just be like Laurie Strode survives getting murdered by her brother, and he died in the fire along with Dr. Loomis, who, you know, obviously came back, and they made a whole ordeal about it, and it didn't make sense at all because that room blew the fuck up. How Loomis got out of that alive, I will never know. But that's not for me to determine. But yeah, that should have been like the end of it. And then of course the first 2 movies were very successful, so sequels had to be made. Sequels were demanded. So when John Carpenter made Halloween 3, people were like, what is this shit? Where's Michael Myers? Why is he not, you know, killing teenage girls? What the hell is going on here? This is bullshit. And then John Carpenter said, well, it's not really what I wanted to do with the Halloween series. I just wanted to tell a story, conclude it, tell a different story, conclude it, and then on and on and on. So the sequels that we got for Halloween were not supposed to be with Michael Myers, and then I don't even think he had anything to do with part 4 and 5, which were technically Michael going after his niece, which is supposed to be Laurie Strode's daughter, which is Jamie Lloyd. Hey, what's up, Sarah? You have not seen... Yeah, girl, we got some work to do when you move in with us. We definitely got some work to do with you. I mean, they're all cliche and cheesy right now, but you know what? They're classics to me. These are movies that I watched when I was 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. Yeah, I watched my first Nightmare on Elm Street movie when I was 2 years old. Good parenting? I think so. But anyway. Yeah, Sarah, glad you could stop by. I know I usually am on these things. Oh, you're drunk? Yeah, I didn't know you were live streaming tonight. Yeah, I just hopped on this on a whim, I should say. The wife is out of town for the weekend. She's at a bridal shower. Yeah, horror movies. I just love horror movies. Slasher movies, to be more specific, but I mean, yeah, every Saturday you do live stream. Okay, well, good to know. Hopefully I can hop on and watch a couple. Who knows? Life's getting pretty crazy right now. And hopefully, Sarah, hopefully, don't quote me on this, but my plan is once everybody flips their calendar to the month of June, food reviews will be back in full force. Now, I'm just letting you know because you stopped by and this is like a personal thing, but just letting you know that this is a possibility. That food reviews will be back in full force. With a vengeance. Starting next month. Except next Saturday, going to Corpus Christi for the first time. Might try the crib. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. It's been too long. It's been pretty much a year. Which was a necessary year for me to take off to do food reviews. This last 365 days of my life have been just a whirlwind. In the best way possible. In the absolute best way. Oh, hell yeah. 2 pocket knives? Let's go. Get on my level, Jason. But the... yeah, the food reviews hopefully will be back. I don't know what to review, though. I've been trying to look in to see what the hot ticket items will be during the month of June. I know that Sonic is doing a pickle juice slushy for the summer. I might give that a try as like kind of like a, you know, beginning type of review. I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with my life with these food reviews. But yeah, but anyway, yeah. So yeah, anyway, going back to the Halloween talk we were having, Jess. I love pickle juice. I know it's disgusting, but Sonic is gonna start having pickle juice slushies for the summer. I'm excited about that. Yeah, I mean, I try to plan it ahead, but most of the time it doesn't work the way I intend it to, which sucks. Because like back when I did them like all the time, like when I try to do 2 a week or you know whatever, I'd be like, okay, so what am I gonna do for today? Oh, my local, you know, Wendy's is no longer carrying that item because the month turned over. Damn it! Or, oh, this was only available, you know, in California. I'm like, well, damn it, I can't try that. You know, everybody and their dogs are doing the food, this food review, but I can't do it because it's only available in California, or it's on the East Coast only, or, you know, participating restaurants. So that was always hard to do. Oh, is that the freaking propeller? Oh man, I thought you were the propeller. That would have been so freaking... It looks like the propeller from outside. That's bullshit. Oh, it looks like somebody got... Alright, nobody was in there. Okay. But somebody got wrecked. But we're good. I thought that was the propeller. Got so excited. Got so excited for a moment. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah, life is going pretty crazy right now. And, the June vlog challenge, I think I'm going to do what I did last year, except that I'm going to try to live stream on YouTube to do these. Because I thought about, like, doing, like, editing these, like, live streams. Kind of like I did for, like, the first live stream of, like, 2015 or whenever. I like edited, like I actually like went in and added like graphics and stuff like that. And then I ended up just recording the rest live, so again, it's probably not gonna work out the way I want it to, and that's okay. It's all about trial and error when it comes to operating a YouTube channel. Please let there be something. No? Cool. Has this place even really been searched? Besides the doors being locked? Yeah, it's been searched. Okay. Again, I thought that was the propeller. I just want there badly to be a propeller in my vicinity right now because the boat is like right down there. Let's see. Yeah, the boat's just right across the lake. So I want there to be a damn propeller close by. Alright, let's go down towards this way. Swim across. Hopefully not get destroyed by Jason. So yeah, you just missed a hell of a stream rant that I had earlier, Sarah. Ridiculous. Talking about my new job and how they've already screwed me over. Oh, come on! There's got to be a way on this freaking rock. Yeah, like this new job that I got has screwed me over. They promised me 40 hours a week. Turns out I'm only working 37 and a half. Promised me that my schedule would be set. Oh, that's another thing. They promised me my schedule would be set. And then they told me that they alternate the schedule every 2 months. So that's another fib. And then the hours they told me I'd be working, I'm not working those hours. Oh no, I'm not saying that you're like, you know, we need to start from scratch, but we definitely got some special work to do here, you and me. And that's quoting that right on the street, by the way. We've got special work to do here, you and me. You've got the body. I've got the brains. I mean, honestly, like the original schedule they had me at was not bad. It was a split shift, yeah, but I mean, the hours that I had in between, I had 6 hours to myself in between with the split shift. So like I was gonna work 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. and then 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's it. I mean, it was supposed to be, you know, again, 40 hours a week, Monday through Friday. But then they lied to me about that, and then they lied to me about the concrete schedule. Like this week, I worked 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. And then next week, I'm starting. They have me working the morning shift from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. So, and I prefer that shift. I straight up told them when they asked me what shift I would work. I told them either the split shift or the morning shift. And they looked at me and I was like, well, we already gave the morning shift away to somebody else. Then why even ask me? Is what I was thinking to myself. So this is just so far just kind of sketchy, kind of shady. And I don't want to be a part of it anymore. And that sucks if a two-seater is the only car on this map. Because that means like only like 4 of us are going to be able to escape by vehicle. And the rest of us are just going to be just running around with our thumbs up our asses. To paint it vividly. Yeah, 6 a.m. to 2:30, that's a good job. That is something that is good. Well, you could be a night auditor at the place I work at now. They work 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Which, to me, that is suicide in the highest degree. because, yeah, I mean, I prefer the mornings because, first of all, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then my baby comes home from work about 6. We could have dinner together. We can go see movies together. We can do stuff.
Copy on the road therapy.
Alright. Yeah, and like, I would definitely like, because you work a desk job, right? Like, you work in an office building and everything. Which, I mean, I would pray for that. Like, the graphic design jobs that I keep applying for, they are 9 to 5s. But they're also, like, desk jobs. Okay, well, I mean, cool. I mean, awesome. I mean, again, I would love to have that. I envy you for having a desk job, because what I do is I stand around. Like, I don't mean to go into, you know, gruesome detail. I have a freaking callus on my foot from standing up so much this week. So, yeah, again, painting a very vivid picture. Yeah, I used to be a night owl, and then I met my wife. This is a rare case. Me being up this late is a rare case. Because I know this is going to come back and bite me in the ass when I have to get my ass up at 5:30, 6:30, or 5:30 or 6 in the morning, Monday. Because you'll be like, no, you decided to stay up late on Saturday night. So this is your fault. You reap what you sow. And that's when I was like, ah, shit, you're right, I do reap what I sow. Okay, is there a propeller in this goddamn forsaken place? Jocelyn is an early bird. Like, she is bright-eyed and bushy-tailed at like 6:30, like 7 o'clock in the morning. And then she comes into the, you know, bedroom, and she's doing her makeup, and she's having full-blown conversations with either her grandma on the phone, or when her dad's here, or whenever. And I'm like laid in bed, like dying. Yeah, excuse me. I'm like laying in bed dying, you know. And then, luckily I don't have to get my ass up usually until about 9, but now that's going to change because I have to get my ass up about the time that she wakes up, because she's promised to make me breakfast and shit. Now that I'm working early mornings for the next at least 2 weeks. I don't know, they said they had the schedule printed out a month in advance, so we'll see what the hell the schedule's like, if I'm even there for the next month. But, it's whatever. And one of the biggest frustrations that I had working this job is I was promised a split shift, and I would gladly work that split shift. Oh, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I would do the exact same thing. If I were still a... If I were still a creature of the night. Like right now, I'm fading. Like I said, this is going to be my last game. It's going to be my last game. Because I feel the tide drift me away into the very vast sea of sleep. To put it lightly. Oh yeah, like, yeah, we have 2 cats too. One keeps to herself, the other one is a kitten. And sometimes my wake-up call is him slapping me across the mouth because I'm still sleeping and it offends him. Not joking, that's what he does. He wants attention, and if I'm not giving it to him, he will slap me in my mouth and be like, yo bro, you need to wake up and love me. Well, yeah. Glad you got your cat trained. Cass is on Jocelyn's schedule.
Is that a person?
That is definitely a person. That's a Chad, to be more specific. Oh hell, I'm just gonna hang out for 2 minutes. Fuck that. Tommy's room. This little Tommy Jarvis's room. Oh, he's not little. He's a grown-ass man by the time this movie was made. At least. What's in here? A map! I already got one of those. This is Violet's room. I heard him smash down the door, so I'm just gonna hang out here. Everybody's gone. Oh, except the boat has been started, but nobody's escaped yet. I'm just anticipating him walking through that door like right now. I'm just anticipating this shit. It's really inconvenient because I really have to pee. Yeah, the dogs are even on Jocelyn's schedule. Like the dogs at like 7 o'clock, they run around here like it's the freaking Kentucky Derby at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm trying to sleep at least for another hour or so. Because my routine is I can sleep as late as I can, and then once I get up to pee, and once I get up, you know, to use the restroom in general, I'm up for the day. Like right now, I think I'm pissing myself because I have to go so bad. Did we make it? We made it! Woohoo! We made it! Awesome. 5 out of 8. Made it out of the lot. I was the last one. Holy shit.
My good
That was
boy.
pressure I didn't need.
Mommy has a reward
Oh, wow.
for you. Come home, sweetie.
Oy. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get out of here. That's my last game. I really have to pee. Like a lot more than I thought I did. Like I just stood up and my body just went, ugh. So did I make it to the next level? I barely missed out on level 130. But that's okay. I will get to that probably sometime this week. Alright, so. Alright, yeah, Sarah, you have a good night. Jess, I did it as late as I could. So, you have a good night. Dane, thanks for dropping by. Patrick, thank you for dropping by. And anybody else in between. Amish Penguin, appreciate you. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. And always remember my little piglets. Call them pork chop. Love y'all the mostest. Y'all take it easy, guys. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys.